Hi there, my name's Sam Reeder, one of the co-founders here at Wonder. Thanks for hopping in. I just wanted to do a quick video to explain kind of what we're doing here behind the scenes and our methodology. After working with over 500 founders in the B2B impact space and over 50 guides who've built successful startups with multi-million pound revenue streams, we've come to understand and decode that there are key linchpins and fail gaps across the B2B sales process that you have to get right. Obviously, everyone is after predictability, repeatability, and profitability, and we all want that growing B2B sales traction line, which means new customers. But through that process, there are several areas where you can get this wrong, and they stem from closing deals, stakeholder negotiations, how you handle the first calls, avoiding burning leads, lead generation, ICP, sales activities, all culminating really in a really solid CRM management tool and the sales process that you've developed. So what we've done is deconstruct this as a methodology, and we're taking founders through all of this to ensure that they are as highly tuned as possible towards driving those revenues. Because if any one of these question marks is performing poorly, your sales is going to be slow or even worse, non-existent. So as an example of how we work with founders is that first of all, we'll do like an assessment as to where you're most proficient and most advanced and focus mostly on the gaps. So it's all about making sure we're relevant to your KPIs. And here's an example where, let's say it was sales activities and processes that you were maybe a little bit unsure about, where we come together with a proven guide, look at the sales process from initial contact through to first call, formal proposal, contacting, negotiation, and look down kind of these grey tickets to do with where the lead can be burnt. And we'd be analysing this in real time, speaking with you about where do you find the most blockages or where the stalling normally happens, as well as where the momentum is. And really just build out a solid process together. Make sure that you've got real solid insight and proper best practice at your disposal. But we'd use something like this Figma board to build out that sales process. Consider kind of who your ICP is, look at your stakeholder mapping, look at also, are you asking the right questions, like scripts or just prompts basically that are proven to really uncover the key issues and challenges that you need to find in those stakeholder negotiations across multiple stakeholders in order to make sure the deal flows smoothly. So in this case, we typically see that there's either the right messaging and the wrong people, or it's the wrong people and the right messaging. But either one of those two things, which can be down to wording, psychology, the kind of tone and the way you ask these questions as well, or the actual process you run, can just be fundamentally incorrect to driving those sales. And again, everything we do is to do with real practice and real insight from best practice from these guides, which pretty much is there to accelerate any challenges, because we all know as founders what slowness and hesitation can cause. It means missed monthly targets, monthly burn rate, more stress, more issues internally. So everything we do is about trying to provide that solution in real time and make sure that you're moving forwards towards the KPIs that you're already on. This isn't another course and this isn't another thing that you're doing additionally. This fits into your workflow and goes after the KPIs and the issues that you're challenged with and tackling now. We've got a number of different guides coming from negotiations and sales processes through to impact venture capitalists, CEOs, COOs, product leads, any topic or function that you're experiencing a difficulty with. We set up these sessions in order to problem solve faster. And essentially what we do is, as we diagnose and take you through this, the outcome ultimately is to drive those revenue lines, which may be to either bootstrap your business, just simply growing those revenue targets, or trying to prepare for fundraising. Essentially what we're talking about here, and I've experienced all of this and I've seen all the founders, whereby we're helping you avoid these feelings and emotions ultimately. You don't want to be in this place of despair and confusion and frustration and ultimately panicking towards any kind of failure. We want you to have the momentum and the motivation and the excitement towards your mission and why you got into business in the first place. And all of this can be learned from what we've uncovered, and we've decoded this to make it as seamless as possible in terms of the experience, where we're actually really proud to show that we've got over 93% of a success rating in achieving those business goals with founders. So this video is just a quick summary of essentially what happens behind the scenes. We're here to take you through all these key areas, ultimately to hit your revenue lines and hit your KPIs. It's really based upon the knowledge and the intelligence behind the scenes from the guide network and the founder groups to make sure that all of those key fail points are solid, they're functioning, and you're really excited to get off into the market with confidence.